If you're just starting out on YouTube, odds are you're probably not ready for this. With the start of each new year, many of us will take stock, take inventory of what we accomplished over the past year and set goals for the coming year. So it's no surprise that when a new year turns over, many people focus on trying to start a YouTube channel. Now, depending on how much YouTube you watch, you may be familiar with a certain type of YouTuber. A lot of the large entertainment style YouTubers are certainly in the forefront, and a lot of people think that that is the path to growing a successful YouTube channel. And for some, it might be. But if you head out and look at somebody like Mr. Beast and what he's doing today, you may get a bit discouraged because he has a whole team of people and millions of dollars that he puts into each video. So the question really becomes, how do you get from ground zero to a successful channel? And there's a lot of success to be had between zero and Mr. Beast. Often some of the most popular search terms are how to start a YouTube channel easy, how to grow 1,000 subscribers overnight, how to make $1 million on YouTube, and those are all great goals, but that's not what you should be focused on when starting out. And the reason I said you're not ready for this in the beginning of this video is because the path to creating a successful YouTube channel is not really all that complicated. In fact, I like to say it's not complicated, it's just not easy. Many of us are programmed to keep the eyes on the prize, but the problem is the prize may take a little while to get to. Another popular expression in the YouTube world is that it's a marathon, not a sprint. If your hope is to start a YouTube channel and have amazing success in a really short period of time, you may be disappointed. While there are channels that can achieve that, a lot of that comes with having a vast amount of knowledge and experience before you start a channel. Somebody who has not been making videos or has not been involved in all the things it takes to make a quality video, like good lighting and clear video and nice audio, all of those things, is going to find it really difficult to come right out of the gate and crush it. But that doesn't mean you can't do it. You can absolutely do it, and I'm going to tell you how. All right, back to that part that you may not be ready for. It does in fact take hard work, but it doesn't have to be unpleasant work. The first thing I would suggest to you is to pick a topic that you actually enjoy talking about. The one thing that can help you grow a YouTube channel early is focusing on a particular theme. That means a topic. Maybe you love to talk baseball or hockey or fixing cars, or in my case, how to grow on YouTube or how to build a business. Figure out what your core theme is going to be and try to focus all of your content on that theme. This is going to do a couple things for you. It's going to let YouTube know what you're all about, and it's going to help YouTube then take your content and make it available for people who are searching for that type of content. So if you're making all kinds of random videos that have nothing to do with each other, YouTube's going to have a hard time trying to pick your audience. But if you're making car repair videos, they can absolutely hone in on those users who are always looking for car repair videos or are, car nuts. They like looking up, things that have to do with fixing cars, enhancing cars, like my son, who enjoys everything from car repairs to performance enhancements like Chris Fix, all the way up to exotic cars that cost way too much money that he thinks he's going to have a whole garage full when he grows up. Because the important thing to realize is that YouTube is not looking for viewers for your video. What they're doing is learning everything they can about users of YouTube, i.e. viewers, and learning what they're interested in. And then to serve them, they're finding videos that match their interests. So if your channel is clearly defined and you are focused on a particular theme or interest, it makes it easier for YouTube to say, okay, this channel is going to provide content to these 10,000 users who are looking for this specific topic. A lot of times people will refer to this as focusing in on a niche or niche. It's the endless debate. Pronounce it however you want. Now, since you're searching for how to grow a YouTube channel, then your focus is on growth in the beginning of this process, and you really want to put forth that effort. Ultimately, in continuing and maintaining a YouTube channel, getting a comfortable routine is important, but you really kind of want to double down or triple down in the beginning to get a body of content out there to let YouTube know what your channel's about and really show that you're putting the effort in to producing as much content as possible. For example, when I first started this channel, I was doing 3 videos a week. So it really helps to have a focus on the type of content or theme that you're going to be making content on, because that's going to help you come up with 3 different videos in a given week. And a lot of times they can be adjacent to a specific topic. Okay, if you're trying to grow your channel, well, part of growing your channel is how to get more subscribers or how to get more views or things not to do when trying to grow your channel. So the more you have that center of focus, the more it's going to allow you to come up with topics for your videos that are going to resonate with the audience that you're trying to communicate with. So the next thing that was super helpful to me and took me a little bit of time to figure out was dedicating a space to making videos. If you are using more than your phone, and you can certainly use your phone when you get started, but where are you using that phone? And the point of this is simple. If the process to get to the point of pressing record is laborious and takes forever and it has 30 different steps, you're going to be discouraged and you're going to be much less likely to put forth the effort to even start recording, which is going to inhibit your ability to put out multiple videos a week and really get your channel rolling. So try to have a dedicated space or try to have dedicated equipment or a process. If you are using your phone, consider buying a cheap tripod. You can get them for less than 20 bucks on Amazon. That's a good start. You want to have stable video as much as possible. Having your phone out like this and trying to talk is probably going to make people seasick, and that's really not going to help your channel grow. The other thing you want to make sure is that you have decent lighting when you're making a video. You don't want it to be dark. Obviously, I have a light in front of me, but if I didn't have this light and I was recording like this, it's not the best appearance. It's not going to do the most to communicate with your audience, and you don't want these things to be a distraction. You don't have to go out there and make movie quality videos every time you press record, but you want these things, these technical elements, to not distract from the message that you're sharing. Obviously, if we're in a situation like that, maybe the first thought you're going to think of is, man, can this guy go outside, or can he turn on the light to actually be able to communicate without that distraction? Same goes with audio. Audio is something that people can struggle with when they're first starting on YouTube. The phones, if you have a more recent phone, the audio is getting really good on these. But again, keeping that stable, you're not moving your finger across the microphone while you're talking is something that you want to avoid. And again, that comes with if you're putting your phone on a stationary element, even if you're leaning it up against something, your hands are off of it. You're less likely to create distractions with unwanted sounds. That goes with the environment that you're recording in. If you have barking dogs, if you have construction, all of these things follow you around, by the way, once you become a YouTuber, and they try to ruin your videos every time you hit record. But that's something that you want to try to mitigate as much as possible. Keep those sounds and distractions to a minimum so you can convey whatever it is that you want to convey without losing the focus of the viewer because there's a dog barking or cars beeping, all of those things. It can be a challenge, but that's something that you definitely want to strive for. Find a way to make videos that don't have all that extra sound and distraction. So if you are using any external equipment to accommodate some of these things that I just talked about, better lighting, stationary video, good sound quality, then if you can dedicate a spot in your house or wherever it is that you want to record that's always ready to go, that's certainly going to help you get to the point of clicking record a lot easier. When I first started doing this, I was trying to use a green screen. I had it set up in the living room. My wife was not happy about that, so I had to take it down between every video. So when it was time to make a video, my first thought wasn't, okay, what am I going to talk about in the video? I was like, I got to set all this crap up. I got to get my light just right. If you've ever used green screens, they're kind of a pain in the butt because if your light's not right, then they don't work quite as well as you want. So when you're taking down your green screen and setting it back up, it's a nightmare. So as much as you can dedicate a space and keep it set up and ready to go, that's going to help you be able to get in front of the camera and make videos. Now, if you're making videos with your phone and you're doing it outside, all you really need is decent lighting outside. Good to go. You are going to deal with some of that environmental noise, but you got to make do and maybe take multiple takes. All right, and this one's kind of a weird one. Maybe other people figured this out, but for me, it was kind of an aha moment, so I just want to share it with you. The beautiful thing about recording with digital video is that you don't have to worry about film, which means there's not really a reason to stop your camera in between takes. leave the camera rolling. This is going to help you for a variety of reasons. One, you don't have to worry about going over and starting the camera every time you have a thought, and every time you screw up, you got to hit stop. It's a nightmare. Hit record, leave your camera wherever it is, and then say what you're going to say. If you happen to make a mistake, don't stop the video. Just regain your composure, figure out what your next thought is, and then go through it. This is going to help you when it's time to edit your videos, because when you're starting and stopping, you're going to end up with like 50 video clips that you then have to piece together in video editing. And we'll talk about some video editors in just a moment. We're not going to overcomplicate it, but having that video continually recording means that when you're all done, mistakes and all, you're going to have a single video file. Then you can drop that single video file into your editor and then remove the pieces that you don't want to keep. It is something that probably took me longer to figure out than I care to admit, but it was definitely a game changer to just have that one video file, regardless of how long it is, however many mistakes you have, because it makes the whole process so much simpler, both from recording the video and not having to start and stop or add that mechanical process of stopping the video when you make a mistake, all the way down to when you're actually editing the video and not having to deal with multiple files and making sure they're in the right order and making sure there's good transitions between them. You can just remove the pieces of that single video file to get your edit in a real good place. So just wanted to mention that. It's definitely helpful in this process. And if you're just starting out and you're not familiar with all these things, that can certainly be something that gives you a much easier time of this process. So we've talked about focusing in on a particular theme or topic. We also talked about trying to have a dedicated space and the value that adds to making quality video with good lighting and audio and not having too many distractions in the message that you're trying to share. We talked a little bit about some techniques that are going to help you make this process even easier and keep you motivated to continue making videos without adding a bunch of distractions and roadblocks to your workflow. Those are definitely going to be a big help in encouraging you to make that next video. Before we continue, I just wanted to mention that this video is made possible by my website, tubetemplates.com, for all of your affordable YouTube graphics. Head over to tubetemplates.com. There's a promo code in the description below, so you can save on getting quality YouTube graphics starting as low as $4.95 before that discount. So check it out. So when you start this journey, you'll realize that there is a lot of noise out there about how to grow on YouTube. And when I say noise, there's a lot of tips and tricks that aren't necessarily that helpful or don't really focus on the right things. And oftentimes new YouTubers are always focused on the flashy things that they think are the mark of a successful YouTuber. How many subscribers you have, whether you're bigger or smaller than another channel. These are all things that become distractions. It's a lot of noise, and there's videos out there that kind of promote them as things that you should focus on. But I want to tell you real quick on the things that you should be focused on that are really going to lead to your success or failure here on YouTube. A lot of those things, views and subscribers, are beyond your control. There's nothing you can do to guarantee any certain amount of subscriber increase or views on a video, no matter how good you are. There are some techniques that people use that can encourage people to want to watch a video and better understand what they're looking for, and that in turn leads to more successful videos, but you cannot guarantee subscribers or views on any given video. What you can do is focus on the metrics, the things that you can control, and that is the amount of videos that you're uploading. I sincerely recommend that you make your focus on uploading 100 videos. Each time you upload a video, I want you to watch that video after you've uploaded it and shared it and pick out one or two things that you could have done better. Next time you upload, I want you to incorporate those things and continue to do that through those 100 videos. Now, without focusing on subscribers, without focusing on viewers, you are going to learn things about how to get more subscribers and viewers. But you don't do that by focusing on how to get more subscribers and viewers. You do that by focusing on how people react to your videos and which videos are more successful than the others. So by looking at your video after it's been uploaded, seeing what YouTube does with it, seeing who YouTube finds to view the video, or rather see who's out there that YouTube suggests your video to because those viewers are looking for that type of content. All of those things are going to help you become a better YouTuber and understand how to make a better video. And by making better videos that YouTube gets to the right people, views and subscribers and all of those other metrics are going to fall into place. So the best path to more subscribers and views is to not worry about subscribers or views. It may seem counterintuitive, but all of the successful YouTubers out there are focused on making better, more engaged videos and thumbnails and titles that people see, they react to, they click on, and then they watch for a long period of time, and they don't drop off because you haven't delivered on the promise that your thumbnail and title provide. And a quick note on that, you've probably heard the term clickbait. What clickbait actually means is when you promote something or you advertise something that you don't deliver in the video. Now, there is some flexibility here, and to a certain degree, there's some wiggle room, some gray area, but you want to find the most exciting way to represent what your content is actually about to get people to click and watch the video. That's going to result in positive signals on YouTube. That's going to help your videos grow and reach more people and grow your channel and get all those good things. If you are misleading people with your title and your thumbnail and they come in and they are disappointed and they leave your video, you are then sending negative signals to YouTube about what your content is and whether people like it or not. And that is going to negatively impact your channel as well. Something to keep in mind as you head down this journey, but your biggest focus should be on making improvements over time. You can certainly do research on thumbnails and titles as well, but that's a topic for another video. You certainly have time to hone in on your titles and thumbnails as you move forward, but for now, you should get into the groove of making videos that have a clear theme, that have a clear focus, that are all related to each other, that you're uploading to your channel and sharing with viewers on YouTube on a consistent basis. All right, so I promised we'd talk about video editors a little bit. I certainly recommend trying to get started with some of the free options out there. That means if you are on a mobile device on iPhone, I would definitely try iMovie. You have CapCut out there, which I believe is available on both iOS and Android. If you're on your PC, there's actually Microsoft Clipchamp that comes with Windows, so you can give that a try. And I'd probably try iMovie or some of the other free video editors that you can find if you're on a MacBook. Definitely search the App Store, see what's out there and available, what works for you and your workflow. But give the free ones a try, and then you can upgrade to some of the paid versions. If you're looking for an affordable paid version on desktop, Filmora is a great option. Definitely look into that. The thing I like about Filmora is that you can pay for the license one time rather than a subscription service. So depending on, what your budget looks like, that may be a more affordable option once you choose to pay for a video editor. And hey, don't let this be the only video you watch about learning how to grow on YouTube. There are 500 videos on this channel alone, and I am certainly here to help you in your journey to grow your channel and reach your audience. So consider clicking that subscribe button and ringing the bell so you're alerted to future content. And if you have a particular topic you want to hear more about, let me know in the comments below. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next video.